Alrighty, we are going to talk about collaborative conversations in the classroom, a walking review for Math 3. How do mathematicians communicate? How pretty but pointless patterns in polar plots of primes prompt pretty important ponderings on the properties of those primes. I found this video online and showed it to my students so that they could see some of the things that they are learning would be used at higher levels of math in more complicated ways. So I was able to listen to a real mathematician communicate his ideas about prime numbers and factoring along polar coordinates. And this seemed to draw my students in as well as make them think about what they were learning. So I noticed that mathematicians communicate by posing questions about the topic or idea. They use questions to elicit background knowledge that will help people understand the topic they're talking about, and that mathematicians believe working math problems should be done playfully. In other words, it should be enjoyable. So when I was reading the different types of collaborative conversations and ways of helping that to happen in your classroom, the walking reviews caught my attention because even though it was done for social studies, I thought, wow, I could use this in a math class. It would be a better and more interactive activity than around the world. In the around the world activities, I put problems up on the walls of the classroom, and the students go there one by one around the classroom to do the different problems. But with the walking reviews, the students would work cooperatively with each other instead of alone. And students would be responsible for their work as well as checking the work of their classmates. So that's a double win. These are some of the problems that I would use just next week in order to have this happen. We are going to be studying cubic functions and the graphing of those functions. And I have these worksheets that have about a dozen graphs that they have to draw and pull all sorts of information from the original equations. So this would be a really good way of having students talk to each other about all these different ideas that they need to learn for this lesson. Okay. How to use walking reviews virtually? That is my question because our virtual learning is done by Zoom meetings. And so my question to you, uh, classmates, my colleagues, would it be possible to create this activity to be virtual friendly so that students would be able to work together in some manner, but also um, help each other and communicate with each other as well? Okay, thank you very much.